Yan ang mga pinakilala ng mga starters para sa magkabilang koponan. And looking at the starting lineup for Tanduay, I mean, this is a bunch of veterans already. As you can see here, 2 former PBA players, a PBA free agent, and well, actually 3 PBA free agents and 2 former PBA players.
Oh, you could say talaga na yung Tanduay team, medyo sila talaga yung lamang lineup-wise, but this Aquilas team, they play so hard. So it's going to be an interesting game pa rin. But yun na nga, medyo surprising yung performance ng Tanduay. Especially that guy who is fighting off to a good start. He's one of the guys who's been slugging.
JP Pelanchon hasn't really been getting a lot of playing time dito. Actually, only averaging 10 minutes a game sa kanilang unang dalawang outings. But magandang panimula. How about Dexter Garcia? We're just talking about him matatama na coverage. Charles, ang pakitang gilas ka agad.
Sabi nga natin, very efficient. He can score in so many different ways. Ayan, right away on cue, makes his first shot.
So 3-2 po ang ating score. Aguilas with the early lead. Lucas Tagarda, sikot ngayon kay Parillagas. And there's the penetration, Linganay, and that is a bad pass. Into the front court now, ito si Ken Asipar, getting the layup to go, plus the foul.
Aguilas, that's what you should do. Force those turnovers. Tapo na kayo agad. You have guys who can finish on the break. One of them is si Asipar. Soft foul there by Pelanchon.
Ken Asipar coming off a pretty good performance in that heartbreaking, masasabi natin understatement yung heartbreaking loss.
I mean,
to nakuha nila sa Wangs.
just to be frank, it's a game they should have won.
Yes.
Plain and simple. They're up by 19 sa third quarter. Even last few minutes ng court, malaki pa lamang nila.
17 minutes with more than 4 minutes to go. 17 points rather.
They just choked, basically.
That's right. Spin move, and that's another basket this time coming from JP Pelanchon. And Pelanchon, alam natin, kamator sa labas. Ngayon, taking it inside.
Well, yun na, sabi natin, may experience na yan sa PBA. Yung mama niya talaga, yung mga bantay niya. Alam niya, mas bata sa kanya itong kamator. He's already surpassed his season average.
That's right.
2.5 points per game. Ito, 4 points na. So, great start.
At kulitan na nangyari doon between Lucas Tagarda and Dexter Garcia. Tagarda will be called for the foul. Tagarda is actually one of 5 or 6 holdovers para dito sa skolan ng Tanduay.
A lot of the players nga from Tanduay galing yan sa UE Red Warriors,
That's right.
former players of that school.
The coach Lawrence Johnson then, of course, here is Mark Sarangay working the post against Parillagas. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. 2 physical players going up against each other. Sarangay will miss. Ito na ngayon si Tagarda. Tagarda into the front court. Tagarda masyado malalim. May lalabas pa niya kay Pelanchon. So some fast action really early. Adrian Santos, one of the few, actually one of 10 players was not drafted in the PBA. He's a PBA free agent. In the meantime, Pelanchon with the miss. Parillagas with the follow-up.
Sakto si Parillagas then, just going for that rebound. Ball just fell to his lap, but he worked hard there and easy basket for him.
And you remember his days with the University of the East, yan talaga trabaho niya. Pasurero talaga.
But you know what? He's improved. His post game is outside touch and he's a solid vet talaga. So he can really put up decent numbers to help his team.
Garcia trying to lose Linganay. Going inside, Redwell Maliagas. Tagarda na rin to the front court. Tagarda mag-iiwan. Teka, foul daw muna. Looks like Taylor Weatherell na matatawagan dito.
Sayang, ganda na ng galaw ni Garcia. Actually, napatalon din si Linganay. Kung pinagalang niya, free throw sana yun. But you know, he had the good intention, but basang-basa nga ni Parillagas yun.
And I have a question for you about this Tanduay squad. On paper, it looks very impressive, pero yeah, 0-2.
Sabi nga ng coach nila, nakausap ko before the game na medyo bago rin kasi mga ibang players nila. They only have a few holdovers from their team last year. So, nagkakaamuyan pa sila, but he feels that in due time, they're gonna gel and they're gonna figure things out.
Oh, Lucas Tagarda will be called for a loose ball foul trying to go up against Mark Sarangay.
Second foul already for Tagarda.
Right, here's Jaynard Rivera on the inbound. Taylor Weatherell getting the start today because ala siguro ng coaching staff si Ryan Weatherell will be starting. It's not going to be that way for Tanduay.
Oh, well, look at it. They have two point guards from Agas, Nano, si Weatherell, si Joaquim. And the two guys haven't exactly played that well also. So si Weatherell, you know what you're going to get with him naman. It depends. Masipag. He can score sometimes. Not exactly as great score as his brother, but you know, he can still be effective.
Well, I think he's out to prove that he could be at par with his brother sa laban na ito. In fact, as Garcia breaks that up, I was talking to both Taylor and Ryan before the game. This is the first time na maglalaban sila against each other in a televised basketball game.
That's fun. It's always fun to go up against your brother.
And of course, their families here, mamaya papakita natin yan. Mom and dad are here, and the girlfriends are also here. Here's Parillagas ngayon. Going over to Lucas Tagarda. Lumabas, Belenchon, as usually automatic, and it is a three-pointer for JP Belenchon.
Nice play there by Coach Lawrence Chongson. Executed very well. Staggered screen for Belenchon. Two big guys who know how to set screens, and you free him up like that, he's gonna make those shots.
Tanduay off to a 4-point lead. Garcia, Ken Asibar extending the range. Wala. Good follow-up. Walang nag-bounce off ng Taylor Rivera. So it is 9-7. Mindanao Aguilas keeping in step with Tanduay early, and that is going to be still a live ball. With Taylor Weatherell. Nice pass papunta rito kay Ken Asibar, and Asibar will have to earn it from the line. JP Belenchon.
Out of bounds na dapat yung pasa, tumama sa referee. So yung iba, but both the players thought out of bounds. Ang Aguilas did stop playing. Nakatakbo patuloy sila. Pero miscommunication na naman sa Tanduay sa pasa na yun.
And again, the rule is the referee is part of the floor. Eh, pag wala sa out of bounds yung referee, tumama yung bola, inside, live ball pa rin yan. So Ken Asibar at the free throw line. Asibar, along with his other teammates, with a good account of himself, 18 points on 7 of 14 field goals, and just barely missing a double-double with 9 rebounds sa kanilang pagkatalo against Wangs. Actually, it was Asibar who set the game into overtime.
Yes.
Outlet pass, Tagarda. Yan ang masasabi natin, non-cheer offense na lalaman ng LA Lakers natin pag may nakashoot. Takot matumagan.
Great pass there by Aliagas. Heads up play yun. Kita niya, di ba ready yung Aguilas eh. Hindi pwede mangyari yun. Yung Aguilas ka. That's just too easy of a free throw to be able to get a play like that. Draw a foul pa.
That's going to be a good free throw. As you can see the coaching staff there, Lawrence Chongson, Jackson Tiago, Ryan D, and Estong the Strong Ballesteros, who many are saying could be in line for the next head coaching job over at their school, University of Santo Tomas.
A lot of controversy right now having that school. But yeah, he's been a coach there for a very long time.
Here is Garcia. That is Steph Curry-like range already.
That was far, but you have to respect his shot. Why are you giving him room? He's shown that he can make those shots already. You have to play him harder. He's a guy like you'd rather him drive than him shoot. Not that he can't drive, but it's just that his outside shot is very good.
And nakaagaw pa dito itong si Garcia. Weatherell offline.
Very offline.
And the rebound picked up by Adrian Santos. Rubin Linganay. Si Linganay, a lot of people are probably saying that he should dominate that point guard position in this league. Pero still, hindi pa nagpasyado nagpapakitang kilas. Nice pass, however, inside to Adrian Santos.
Pick and roll there. Simple two-man game lang. Good pass by Rudy. Pero tama ka nga, Noel. Linganay is one guy who has to step up. He can score. He was our player in Powerade. And, there were games really off the bench. Instant offense talaga yan.
Well, here's Garcia. That's going to be either a dribbling violation or a walk, and it is called a walk.
Being one of the leaders of the Mindanao Aguilas, sinabi ni Dexter Garcia na isa daw sa rason kung bakit hindi pa din sila nanalo ay the lack of communication. Lack of communication dahil they are a fairly new team. But not only that, lack of communication dahil yung iba daw sa kanila, taga Manila, at yung iba ay taga Mindanao. So hindi sila nagkakaintindihan inside the court. But nevertheless, sinabi din niya na he would not let that affect them. Sabi niya, aside from that, kasi he's still nursing a slight fever from yesterday. Pero at this point, it's just mind over matter.
Well, that fever is translated to 3-point shots already, Charles. We're talking about 3-point shots. How about the range coming from JP Belenchon?
Well, it's a bad shot if he misses it, but he made it. No complaints, I'm sure, from his coach. Pero yun yung kumpiyansa ni Belenchon. That guy's a straight shooter. Interesting lang na sinabi ni Garcia yun ako sa report natin. Kasi nakakatangalo,
That's right. Eh, kahit paano naman, as Mark Sarangay gets his first field goal, kahit paano, Pilipino pa rin yan eh.
Oo.
Magkakaintindihan pa rin kayo to a certain degree. So it is now 16-14. We approach 4.5 to play dito po sa ating first quarter. Llagas going to Tagarda once again. Linganay. 9 seconds to shoot. They get it to Tagarda. Tagarda for 3. Wala. That is tracked down now by Garcia. Weatherell in the front court. Jones Ignacio asking for it. Kapapasok pa lamang ni Ignacio. Weatherell finally getting into Ignacio. Pick provided by Sarangay. Ignacio going over to Asibar. There are two players in the post for Mindanao. Asibar has to ad-lib. Tapos tuloy yung kanyang tira. Here's Linganay. Belenchon, kanina dyan siya tumira. Brings it closer. Good ball movement here. Llagas will not shoot a 3, that's for sure. 7 seconds. Oh, nice pass to Santos.
It's 2 times already. They're finding Andy Santos. Nag-help yung tao ni Santos doon, but nobody picked up the roller. You gotta have another guy bump that roller or at least rotate. Too easy.
And the simple basketball play is being executed by Lawrence Johnson. Oh, Taylor Weatherill has a mental lapse and dribbles too much in the backcourt.
Just took his time. And to take a look at this pass again by Lingana. Yun, walang nag-rotate kasi kay Santos eh. Libre siya. That should have been Sarangay's rotation. He should have been there earlier. Pero, Weatherill with a unforced error. Right, just walking it up.
Nangyari na ba sa'yo yan?
Hindi pa naman.
You know, as Johnny Redker before he retired, sabi niya, you know it's time to retire when you're driving to the hoop and you get called for a 3-second violation. Here's Lingana going over to Tagarda. Nice fake by Tagarda, although it is picked off a bit by Gino Huawas. Is in, and there is another long bomb.
It was straight.
Yep.
Good man.
Wala naman si Lingana. There is a 40-foot, legal 40-foot shot that he would actually take it all the time. To make that itong si JP Belenchon. Here's Lingana now. Tries a 3-pointer of his own, and it's good.
Lingana, he's a guy. He can't go under the screen. Against Rudy Lingana, he can hit that shot. He's been struggling, pero he's a good player. He's going to take those open shots.
Away from the ball, girian ng pwesto. This is, I said this kanina, Charles, ito magiging interesting tong matchup nito.
They're both veterans, they're both physical players. Ito, double foul kaagad.
Well, Jules Ignacio, over to Humawas. Humawas, ad-lib shot. He gets it back, and he will go to the free throw line, and again, aggression pays.
Humawas is another player also from the former New Red Warrior together with Dominic and Aspirants. So, kami natin mga New Red Warrior dito. But Humawas played very well also against that Wangs team. He was in double digits with 15 points, 7 rebounds.
And again, you said it earlier, Charles, that's a game they should have won.
Yes.
Imagine mo, angat ka ng 17 points with 4 minutes and something remaining in the fourth quarter. And you need a Ken Asibar jumper to bail you out to send it into overtime.
Ang ganda ng dinalaro nila all game long. They just controlled it. Kasi nag-collapse. Tapos sa overtime, nakalimutan nilang dumipensa. Can you imagine? They allowed 18 points in 5 minutes. That's outrageous.
We also have to give credit to Wangs in that game.
Sure.
And Gwen Capascio just took over no overtime session. As a lane violation, another free throw para dito kay Humawas, and that one is good. So 21-15. 21-15 right now. Hand check on Nalos. That's something that these kids have to learn quickly. Under PBA rules, bawal talaga ang hand check. So here is Lingana. Pagarda. Working against Ignacio. Belenchon taking up the catch and shoot. Shot clock at 8. Lingana going inside to Santos once again. This time masyado na malalim. They have 3 seconds to shoot. Another 30-footer this time. JP Belenchon is just on fire in the first quarter. He has 13.
You have to credit Tagarda there. Quickly saw Belenchon was open. An extra pass siya kaagad while in mid-air. Finding an open Belenchon who has been red hot.
Humawas bothered that time. Asibar saves it. Humawas gets it back. Shot clock winding down. It's now at 5 seconds. Ken Asibar, 4-3. And the rebound picked up by JP Belenchon. Lingana now into the front court. A minute and a half remaining sa ating first quarter. Tanduay with a 9-point lead. A steal by Humawas. Humawas into the front court but dribbles on his foot.
Credit Santos for sprinting back and stopping Humawas. Otherwise, sure 2 points na yun sana para sa Agilas.
Well, it's a minute and 22 remaining. Pwede ba nagtagaan ni Lucas Magarda at rest ng Tanduay ang kanilang kalamangan? Again, both teams wala pa pong panalo after 2 games dito sa ating Aspirants Cup. And away from the ball. Maraming girian ang nangyari.
That's what happens when Belenchon has 13 points already in the quarter. You make it a little bit tighter.
Right.
And make sure he doesn't get those screens.
Nancy Ignacio is actually one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. Pero if you're shooting, bantay mo shooting from 30 feet away. Wala kang magagawa. Belenchon dropping it inside to Santos.
Belenchon being the veteran. So there were 2 guys who came out on him this time as a result of his hot shooting and just dumped it down there for an easy layup.
11-point lead is the biggest in the game now for the Rum Masters. Under a minute remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Ignacio lets it fly. Wala pa rin.
not exactly a good shot there. Not much ball movement. There was time in his face. Forced it. He wanted to shoot that.
Right. And Maganda, sasali rin daw. This time wala. Nalos with the rebound. Half a minute remaining. Oh, nice high-low inside to Sarangay, and he's very hard to stop if he gets that kind of position.
He's too deep already there. Nice pass. Si Bart.
Yung nakikita natin play na tinatakbo na San Miguel Firmen, Arwin Santos, Junmar Parato. And again, congratulations to San Miguel for accomplishing mission impossible.
Oh, impressive. Really impressive.
Final 7 seconds. Linganay off the glass.
Two guys na medyo nagsistruggle para sa Tanduay. Dalawang veterano na ex-pro nga. Ngayon, nagpapakita na kung bakit.
And there's a steal by Tagarda. Linganay at the buzzer.
Ouch, that hurts.
Almost a new lineup. Wala kang kakapasok pa lamang para din sa Mindanao Aguila sa kanilang enforcer, si Ivan Villanueva.
Oh, samantalang Tanduay, wala pang pahinga. Starting five nila. I guess Coach Lawrence will stick with them for a bit longer, but you know why not? They've been playing so well, pero you don't usually see this too often.
Right. Villanueva cannot be instant offense. Here's Linganay pushing it up now to Tagarda. Tagarda getting it out. Belenchon feeling it.
Feeling it is understatement, but you credit Tagarda. He saw he had the mismatch. Inatake niya, pero nakita niya naman dun si Belenchon, libre, hinatap niya kaagad na naman. Another assist from him to find Belenchon.
At na-doble na ball ito pumula ng Tanduay ang score ng Mindanao. Samantala, Nalos able to get that one through as we send it now to Denistan.
Noel, alam mo sabi ni Coach Lawrence Chongson of Tanduay, the reason lang why they're not winning is because of the lack of preparation. And he doesn't really want to tell me that that's his reason kasi daw masyado na yung gasgas. But it's the truth. But right now, all he's hoping for is that every single one of these players, especially ito sila Tagarda, Santos, Belenchon, and you know, again, everyone else just performs stellarly in this competition, guys.
Well, the guys on the floor are still on the floor, so if it was up to Coach Lawrence, he would play these guys 40 minutes, I guess. Nice pass going inside. Villanueva rejected from behind by Lucas Tagarda.
Tagarda doing a lot of the little things. Blocking that shot, yung mga simpleng assist niya. Out of nowhere. There you see it again.
Just great timing shown there by Lucas Tagarda. Villanueva draws the foul and gets the basket to go. Nagulat doon si Adrian Santos.
Sabi na nakataas lang daw kamay niya. Sabi ng ating referee, may tulang daw.
That probably body contact as Villanueva went up. And the first player off the bench for Tanduay is in the game.
Finally.
So our first look now at Fonso Gotladera. Sabi na the rookie out of Ateneo.
Yeah.
Ivan Villanueva, dead ringer for Alan Glenn Patrimonio.
Si Gotladera, he's a cruiser. He had a solid career sa Ateneo.
Yeah. So here's Linganay ngayon, getting the pick from Gotladera. Linganay almost lost it. Linganay in trouble. Belenchon.
Working violation.
Violation against JP Belenchon. At magkakaroon ulit tayo ng palitan para dito sa kupunan ng Tanduay. Seeing his first action of the game ngayon, ito si Reden Celda as Coach Lawrence slowly inserts his reserves. Pero you can bet na sandali lang ang pahinga ng mga starters niya. They'll be back on the floor. Approaching 8 minutes remaining dito po sa ating first half. Villanueva swings it around to Nalos. Shot clock at 7 and Nalos will walk. And it looks like there will be a delay of game warning against Joseph Nalos.
Warning on number 10, Joseph Nalos for resentment of call.
Oh, it's actually a resentment to a call, so that's even worse. So that's your player warning already. Alam naman natin sa
Next
PBA
one,
rules.
technical na yan.
Yeah, you will be given a player warning and then pag makulit ka pa rin, kahit nakakampi mo na, yung kakampi mo na magkakaroon ng technical foul. Tagarda on the sidestep. Gets it out. JP again! And the rebound picked up here by Tagarda. Tagarda going inside. Nice pass to Adrian Santos coming from Fonso Gotladera.
Nice heads up play. Credit Tagarda getting the offensive rebounds. Finally Gotladera in the middle. Then yun. Heads up play nga by Gotladera. He'll be called for a foul there. Yup.
Pwestuhan pa lang. You can see there, Adrian Santos. A lot of people were actually surprised, Charles, kung bakit walang kumuha sa kanya nung PBA draft. He was one of the 10 undrafted players.
Dami kasi dinadraft rin ng PBA. Dati, for a while, it was just 2 rounds. So a lot more of other players would have been undrafted. But he's one of those undersized big men talaga eh. So he's a power forward, but his outside shot isn't exactly that good. So, you know, that's why he's far a bit less than the But, you know, he's solid here today for Tanduay.
Lumawas.
Look at him dive.
How about that? Adrian Santos is really giving his all right now.
4.1 seconds for the shot.
4.1 to shoot for Mindanao. They will retain possession as Germani Rulico will see his first action of the game.
4.1 seconds.
Shooter out of Our Lady of Fatima University. So Jules Ignacio will trigger it in. 4.1 to shoot. 7 and 20 po natitira dito sa ating first half. Villanueva. Ignacio has this in his arsenal. Wala. Yeah. Meron siyang ganun. JP Belenchon-like range, pero emergency niya lang ginagamit. Asibar sneaks in. Santos ngayon. And here comes Zelda into the front court. Good dish. Walter Sumal is in the game for the first time as well. Sumal, we all know what he can do with the basketball from the perimeter. Santos, series of breaks. Santos, layup is good!
Nice move there by Santos. Asibar needs to play better defense than that. Ikutan lang siya. That's one-on-one defense. Credit Santos for making that play.
And again, ang dami niyang kilos na pinakita rito. It's like he's auditioning for the PBA scouts who are consistently watching.
They all are. Everybody here in the league wants to make it to the PBA.
Germani Rulico offline. And the rebound to Gotladera.
Lahat pinabangga ni Gotladera kahit kakampi niya.
If you're that wide naman, Charles, hindi mo naman yan. Santos finding Tagarda. Very patient offense. Here is Pesumal on the sidestep. Santos, great extra pass outside to Lucas. Wala yung kanyang tira, and the two Ateneo players going up against each other, but there will be a loose ball foul called on Villanueva.
Number 23, Ivan Villanueva, his first one on the Mindanao.
So ngayon, hindi na sila nasa kolehiyo, iba na uniforme nila. So yung fake siguro ni Pesumal at saka nito si Gotladera. Uy,
48 seconds on the
yung
shot.
babasa to. Iba na kulay na uniforme. Zelda on the inbound. Ryan Weatherell is waiting in the wings. The team's leading scorer is about to make his entry at about the halfway point of the second quarter. That's a luxury for Coach Lawrence Johnson. Tagata with a miss. And a loose ball foul is called. Well, again, nahirap yan, Charles. The coaches are there for a reason.
Yes.
I mean, if they and there's more than one coach. Diba? So there's more than one pair of eyes saying that, you know, the head coach is right, guys. Sunod naman tayo.
But at the same time, for the coaches, you have to gain the respect. Right. You just find a way to get them to listen. That's part of your job, right? So, you know, it's tough on him, but they just have to find ways to be on the same page.
Dexter Garcia back in the game. His running shot is offline. Here's Ryan Weatherell seeing his first action of the game. He's averaging 20 points a game in the first 2 losses of Tanduay. Santos is still on the floor para dito sa kupunan ng Tanduay as Pesumal is bothered. Here comes Rublico into the front court.
Libre si Garcia. Tagal ng pasa niya. 1 second late. That's the difference between a shot by Garcia and
Yes.
wala.
Well, here's Rolando Navarro is seeing his first action.
Team owner yan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rolando Navarro, of course, trying to be the point guard right now of the squad. In the meantime, Rublico breaks up the dribble of Weatherell. They go inside. Fonso Gotladera.
Nice post move there. Nice move so much.
And they call him the Fonz. The Fonz with his first 2 points. Here's Garcia. Garcia gets the first step, and he will go to the free throw line.
He's doing pretty much whatever he wants. Kanina, nakalusot na siya sa depensa. Malakas lang tira niya. Pero ito na naman, it's tough to stay in front of him, and he's gonna go to the free throw.
Steph Curry like that. Ginagawa niya, getting the steals, getting the threes. And he shoot like Steph Curry from the free throw line, though. It's interesting also the point, he does that actually. Interesting the point, we had a meeting the other day with Commissioner Jason Arvasa, Charles, and you were there at that meeting, that he wants a Steph Curry effect to happen, not only in the PBA D-League, in the PBA, but also in the PBA D-League. And we have to find those instruments to help Commissioner Arvasa achieve that goal.
Basically, what he means is that dati, puro pisikalan talaga. Mas magaling ka kung marunong ka mapisikal, magulang ang player. Ngayon, he wants the skilled players. They didn't change any rules. Basically, they're just implementing it, being more strict in how they call, and they take out the referee's discretion. Foul talaga.
That's, of course, something that everybody has to adjust to. Here's Ryan Wetherell. Ryan going out to Zelda. They're looking inside. Zelda penetrates over to Sandy Senyal, but before the shot of Senyal, may foul na may natawag kontra sa Mindanao. Zelda nagsisisi doon. Ang ganda ng mismo drop pass niya.
Sayang.
So 40-22. This is, of course, the biggest lead of the game para sa Tanduay. Another foul away from the ball.
They're caging ball, or the cutters of Tanduay. The second time, hindi nila pinapanan. Hindi mo pwede yun.
Yeah. That will be a foul on Rivano. That's just his first foul. Pesumal over to Wetherell. Sandy Senyal out of Rizal Technological University. Here's Wetherell going to Senyal, and Senyal has it poked away. Garcia, counter steal by Ryan Wetherell.
Sabi natin, he plays hard, di ba?
That's right. Never gives up on the play. And again, all of the PBA free agents from the 2015 batch, maraming nagugulat talaga. Why is Ryan Wetherell not with the PBA team?
They got drafted by Global Port. Tingnan mo mga point guard nila. Stanley Bringle, Roy Sumang, Terence Romeo. I think that explains why.
No, but other teams also need a quality point guard. There's one right here.
Yeah, but for me, his outside shot needs improvement.
Yes,
Basically,
yeah.
his athleticism is okay, everything. But if you can't shoot as a point guard, it's tough. And it's not like he's 6'1", like a Chris Ross. He's much shorter than that.
Here's Garcia now into the front court. Garcia, wala yung kanya tira galing sa labas. Ito na kayo si Ryan Wetherell. Ryan Wetherell, Garcia trying to beat him to the spot. Zelda, that's a good steal by Gotladera. They didn't see him. And Gotladera now gets it inside. Asibar ang kanyang pantay. And there's another soft one coming from Swanso.
Great recognition though by Juan Pesumal. Si Asibar lang yung bumabantay kay Gotladera. Kaya sa poste. And good patience by Gotladera. Basic big dribble, back him down, turn, jump over. Simple lang.
And it's a very soft touch for a big guy.
And he's improved his game a lot, basically, itong si Gotladera.
You can see some of the lovely ladies in attendance here. As the Fawns gets the free throw to drop. Now this is the biggest lead for Tanduay in the game. 43-22 with 3 minutes and 15 remaining sa ating first half. Garcia against Zelda. Navarro gets it. Right corner court action against Ryan Wetherell. Navarro looking for a friend. Gets it to Ongteco, who's in the game for the first time. JR, his pass goes nowhere. Wetherell into the front court. Pesumal to Zelda.
Nice touch pass by Juan Pesumal. Again, creating a play for Zelda, but that's the way to run a break. Zelda was the last man there. He just sprinted hard and got an easy layup.
This is starting to get a little ridiculous now for Mindanao. They are down by 23.
They need a basket, basically, and they need to get some stops, both which they haven't been doing.
Ongteco hits the three.
They needed that badly. This game is, well, it's already out of hand, but at least that stops the bleeding somewhat.
Ay kagandahan dyan, may second half pa naman tayo. Hindi naman natatapos na sa first 20 minutes.
Oo.
Ika nga sa Pinoy, may change court pa yan, may change court. Ryan Wetherell. So Ryan Wetherell with his first 2 points of the game, and you're knocking on his outside shooting, so it sort of reminds you of a Michael Carter Williams.
That was good.
Yeah.
Good, nice there. Confidently stroked that jumper.
Still waiting for the time where sila magbabantayan ng kapatid.
They have to share the court at the same time first. As Taylor yun siya na may nagpapahinga.
Navarro lets it fly. Nope. And the rebound picked up by Zelda. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ryan Wetherell with a burst of speed.
That's what he can do. On the open court, lakas rin ng katawan niya. A strong drive there.
This guy is shooting, what, 62% from the field for the season?
What do you like about it? He doesn't take bad shots.
Yeah.
Puro good shots. Efficient player. They just defend Garcia.
Ongteco, they move it around once again. Navarro changing it up. Navarro spins, drops it off to Mark Sarangay. Sarangay scores.
Mark Sarangay.
So you can see that Navarro's entry has produced 2 assists.
Oo.
So Sarangay now cutting it down to a 22-point lead. Nasumal. Zelda looking for Weatherell. Weatherell, time bigay na naman kay Bonzo. Up. Yep. Good call. And now they are collapsing in the first half.
Oo, which is harder. Now you're gonna have to face an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Oh, here it is.
Against the Tanduay team.
Weatherell versus Weatherell for the first time on television. This is going to be entertaining. Whoa! Mark Sarangay being Mark Sarangay.
Interesting though. That was one of the points that we were talking about sa meeting natin kahapon. Sabi nga sa hand-off na gano'n. Pag nasayo pa yung bola, I mean, that's your spot. You're allowed to move there. Although, medyo hinabol nga naman niya, di ba? Pero, no,
His spot expanded.
Oh, yun nga lang. But that's the point. If he had that off, should have been an offensive foul.
Right.
Pero ito, the ball was his, so he's allowed to pivot.
There's Sandy Senyal. Has it poked away. Recovering made by Gotladera. Marami nakapula around him. Sandy Senyal trying to be creative inside and he gets it done.
Everybody's just scoring for that, right? Everybody's chipping in all the 10 players that Coach Lawrence has used. I mean,
Hindi pa natin nakikita sila Eriopo. Hindi pa
wala
ginagamit.
pa.
Oh.
Pero yung 10 na nabunot na niya, sa ngayon, ganda na pinapakita.
Weatherell against Weatherell. Taylor going inside now to Sarangay. Sarangay, ilalabas ulit. And that will be a foul and 2 free throws coming up para dito sa koponan ng Mindanao. Look at the Sandy Senyal. That was Elijah Juan-esque.
Oh. Good footwork. Nice shot fake.
And so itong koponan naman ng Mindanao Aguilas, of course, needing a little bit of, sabi natin, inspiration at this point.
They're down by 24. They just need to stop, please, this third. But that's not going to be a stop.
Ferrer splits the free throws and Zelda gets an easy one the other way.
That's the second time it's happened. Well, kanina rin after a free throw sa first quarter, ganun yung nangyari. Nakakuha ng foul. Ngayon, layup pa.
Another steal almost. Recovery made by Garcia and they had a foul to give and pinamigay yan ni Pesumal with 5.1 remaining.
No, they don't have a foul to give.
Oh, they don't? Ay, sinisenyas ni Coach Lawrence, don't foul pala. Okay, that's right. So I think Coach Lawrence misread the board.
Oh. Pero ito, may 5 seconds pang Tanduay. Kanina, naka-sneaky layup na sila. Tingnan natin kung makakascore ulit sila dito.
Dexter Garcia, so far actually the lone offensive bright spot as usual para sa Mindanao. He is good on 2 this time. The lead is 23. 5 seconds remaining. Ryan Weatherell looks up at the clock. Ryan over Taylor. That is short. So at the end of the first 20 minutes of action, a massive 23-point lead po ang makukuha rito ng Tanduay Ram Masters.
So he didn't even come in till late in the second quarter. He's a good player, smart. He picks his spots, doesn't force the issue. You know, you want that. You need guys who can make good decisions.
Actually, when Ryan comes in later, marami tayong pag-uusapan about it. This guy actually played for the USC Trojans as well. Another high-low play inside to begin para sa Mindanao as Mark Sarangay overshoots. And another rebound once again. Here is Asibar. Asibar gets the goal.
Soft shot there by Asibar. Good recognition. Napaubos na rin yung shot clock. He has 6 points already.
Pinganay back in the game. Belenchon spot a cutting Adrian Santos. And that has just been the story of the game for Tanduay.
The second time for Belenchon. As if he was going to shoot, a defender rushed out. And you know, that unselfish play. Another assist for Tanduay. Pero yan na naman. Nakascore na yung Aguilas. Pero ang bilis. Nakascore ulit kaagad yung Tanduay. Wala pang 5 seconds halos nun.
And let's send it now to the knee stand.
Well, down by 23 at the half, Coach Reggie Natividad challenged these players to become the best that they could be. Sabi niya, simple errors lang daw ang kinocommit nila, and that is simply because they're not focused. Tinamon din niya yung mga players niya na magkaroon naman ng konting pride at alagaan yung mga natitirang quarters. Noel?
Well, again, I'll go back to that question, Charles, I asked you at halftime. If you're Reggie Natividad, besides what he just said, what else do you tell your team?
effort nyo, wala. I think it's more than just the simple errors that he's talking about. Your defense has been non-existent. Basically, the opponent is shooting over 60% of the field. Pag-score nyo, nakaka-score sila. They're getting a lot of layups and you're just not sprinting back on defense. Yun ang mga hindi yung matangkap. Okay lang magkamali, pero at least, you have to try harder.
Yung nga sinasabi nila, yung depensa walang malas daw. Yung depensa may malas pa daw na araw yan. Taylor Weatherell against Linganay. Taylor lost the ball. So turnover against the ZC Mindanao Aguilas. Again, this is a battle of the teams na naghahanap pa ng kanilang unang pagkapanalo. But they're not alone, ha? Pero may dalawa pa pupunan at the bottom of the team standings right now as well. AMA Online Education. That was a heartbreaker of a loss, by the way, by AMA against Phoenix. They were actually up by 20 points in that game and they lost. So open three coming from Lucas Tagarda.
Finally for Tagarda, kanina hindi siya makatama from the outside. Missed 3 3-point attempts already, but finally gets that one to drop. But you know what? He has 5 assists. I mean, he had 5 assists as and a block in the first half. And, another one.
And a turnover. Here comes Rudy Linganay. Easy layup. And we can just say that officially the route is on. Kailangan na naman natin ng calculator maya rito.
Oo nga, 28 points na yung lamang ng Tanduay.
Asibar, another turnover. Pariliagas with the steal.
Carelessness nila. That's 3 turnovers already consecutively in this quarter.
Linganay getting the pick from Santos. Santos gets it back. Pariliagas showing some range. Again, you have to remember when he was still back with the University of Mindanao, if he shoots for more than 15 feet, it's a bad shot.
Oh, but you know, credit to him. He's improved this game a lot. Now, maybe not the best shooter yet, but it's improved. He does have that shot.
A miss by Weatherell. So ito ngayon sa Tagarda. Hinahanap si Liagas. Tagarda over to Santos. High-low. That time it did work. Taylor Weatherell takes a seat. Joseph Nalos babalik ulit sa ball game natin. Still approaching 7 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. Mahaba-haba pa ito. But if ZC Mindanao wants to make a run, it had better begin now. Here's Garcia. Rivera moving it around now. Nalos, long two. Way short. Linganay now over to Tagarda. Nahanap nila ito si Pariliagas. Liagas against Sarangay. Belenchon. Again, two occasions being shown. Shot clock now at 10. Linganay gets it over to Tagarda. Another one drop for Lucas.
Now he's feeling it from what Belenchon did in the first quarter. Ngayon, si Tagarda naman, naka-back-to-back 3-point.
And at the rate Tanduay is going, Mr. Tiu, looks like they are going to pick up win number 1.
I think that's without a doubt, barring any miracles from the Aguilas, but not with the way they're playing right now.
Jules Ignacio, babalik lamang. Ignacio with the floater, that's a miss. Adrian Santos corrals it for Tanduay. As we send it down to the knee stand.
Noel, for Coach Lawrence Johnson, it's as simple as why fix what isn't broke. Sabi niya, lamang sila ng 23 points pagdating sa halftime and there's nothing else he wants his boys to do. He just wants them to continue what they're doing on their offense and their defense. Sabi niya, he's very happy right now and he doesn't want to feel any other emotion, Noel.
Well, of course, Coach Lawrence, tama naman yung punto niya dito. But again, you also have to find out, pag ganito kalaki ang lamang, Charles, and you know this as a coach, this is the best time to experiment with those plays that you've been working on in practice.
Clearly now you can see their execution so much better than how it was their first few games of the season. They're moving the ball better, being more patient.
Not that time,
Yun nga lang.
Garcia missing on that attempt. Tagarda, one shot allowed lamang itong Mindanao. Linganay setting the table once again. Santos. Belenchon going inside to Linganay. Now he's going to post up Nalos. And a foul by Nalos. Ito si Linganay is actually an underrated post-up player for a guard, especially pag kasintangkan niya yung mga guardia. Again, he's very deceptive left-handed.
Ngayon nagagawa niya yun sa PBA. There's no way he can post up.
Against Sol Mercado or against Poli, medyo mahirapan ka na doon. Pero again, Rudy Linganay, is probably just what, a few games away, as we take a look at the guys on the floor right now, just a few games away from probably getting another call-up. Remember, he last played for NLEX.
It's just so competitive to be in the PBA. I hope our viewers will understand that Premier League talaga siya. I mean, it's hard. These guys are really good players. And then Sean passing in between Ynares and Tagarda. But you know, the players there are really good. It's not easy to get there. It's not easy to stay there either. You have to remember, every year, ang daming pumapasok na bago.
And that's why you have to celebrate guys who really work their way up, like Vic Manuel.
Yes.
Work his way up. Joel Ponferrada now para sa Rain or Shine. And some of these guys later on will be in the PBA. And malalaman natin yan who is going to make it to the PBA very, very soon. Some of these guys are free agents, and Tagarda is, of course, one of them. Nakakuha ng agaw that time. Here's Linganay. Posting up, Llagas. Llagas against Villanueva. Llagas, turn around, no. Good defense that time by Ivan Villanueva. Joseph Nalos. Masyadong mabilis for his own good.
Bad spacing. He got caught in mid-air, tumalon, walang papasaan. Pero hindi maganda yung spacing rin doon ng Agilas. So, hinarangan siya ni Ignacio. Yung driving lane niya.
So right now, it is 63 to 32. Actually, hindi pa gumagalaw ang ating score since the last time up. Linganay. Lucas Tagarda is going to miss his first triple of the second half. Ivan Villanueva for the rebound. Time down to 4 minutes and change dito sa ating third quarter rather. Gino Humawas, not very many playing time para sa kanya, no? Humawas on the turnaround. Outlet pass by Bilencion, nagpistulang quarterback that time.
Kami ng mga quarterback type of passes ng Tanduay.
And Linganay will miss. So this is something that Mindanao has to capitalize on. Yung offense ng Tanduay.
Finally, Tanduay starting to miss.
Yeah.
Yun nga lang, they haven't exactly scored either.
Well, they've only scored 2 points in this quarter. Bawa still can add to that. And almost para kay Sarangay. Linganay outlet to Belencion. And this is just very punishing right now.
Just too easy there again. Nag-leak out si Belencion. Of course, alam nila, medyo lamang rin sila sa big men nila. Si Santos and Llagas controlling the board. So they can afford to run a bit more.
The lead is now 33. Ignacio. Ignacio keeps it himself. 9 seconds to shoot now for Mindanao. Nalos. Humawas. Where is this going? Humawas. Adlib. Good.
Finally, third try. Last 3 shots siya tumira para sa Mindanao. Ito, nakascore na rin siya.
Malayo pa ito si Humawas with that 15-point performance that he had against Wangs. It is a 31-point lead for Tanduay. Linganay, Llagas, that's his sweet spot actually. Pero before the shot, foul daw si Mark Sarangay.
Just gone nuts today. 18 points. A lot of those 3-pointers, out of those 4 3-pointers from way downtown.
Laro na rin po yan sa PBA para sa Global Court, Batang Pierre. There's Rudy Linganay, the former NLEX guard. Tagarda beats the shot clock but can't get it to go. Rudy Linganay, the little guy for the offensive rebound.
Tumigil yung oras na for a while.
Linganay gets the pick from Bonso Gotladera and from Santos. Linganay on the run. That is his specialty.
Yes, those floaters, running shots. 12 points na ngayon para kay Rudy Linganay.
So finally, ano to, awakening. We were making a point about these two former PBA players. And today is their day.
Well, what better game to get their confidence than against the Agilas nga, who haven't been playing much defense.
Well, for the Aguilas after this, they'll go up against 3 college teams. Pero you can't really discount the college teams here. Or college-based teams. Yeah, that's a better word. And wait a second. A foul away from the ball.
Holding foul on number 24, Gino Mawas. Using
Mawas
Koga,
matatawagan ng foul. Using Koga will see his first action. And Navarro will return para sa Mindanao Aguilas. Rolando Navarro Jr.
Kamali yata sa jersey niya.
Bumalik siya sa
Penalty coming in for Ivan Villanueva.
yeah, he was wearing a different jersey.
Warning on.
That's a delay of game warning. So he will be back later. Okay na yung jersey.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
minute and 42 remaining here in the third quarter. Adrian Santos. Santos gets through and Ferrer could not stop him.
Just too easy. Bad job by Ferrer there. Santos umikutan lang siya. Ferrer not moving his feet. Santos getting the step. Final ba?
Bonus free throw for Adi Santos.
Adrian Santos. So this guy just needs to improve his outside
Yeah.
shooting. May chance na siya pumasok sa PBA. Kasi sa masipag na rebounder ito eh.
Has a good knack for the ball. Maganda yung sense niya doon. Lakas ng offensive rebound. Palakas pa siya ng katawan konti.
Away from the ball, Fonso Cotladera getting entangled with Mark Sarangay. And Mark Sarangay can do that to you.
Yes.
Yung tipong paposte-poste lang mamaya, tinatawagan ka na pala ng foul, hindi mo na kung bakit. Jules Ignacio. Sarangay against the zone defense. And a foul on Cotladera. And again, the kid will learn. That's his third foul.
It's only their second team foul anyways. So,
No, but talking about Cotladera, this guy is going to be an asset sa PBA when he decides to join the draft because he's 6'6". I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
so far he's showing signs now that he may be able to make the PBA. I'm not sure if he's a lock to be drafted or to make a team, but you know, he's got size. He's improving a lot. Lumalaban pa siya. So, I think there's a chance actually.
Two free throws for Bonzo
Actually, has a
Cotladera.
soft touch for a big man. Nakita natin nung first half at ito, pupunta na naman siya sa free throw line. So, Fonso Cotladera, the Fons. Yeah, it's good. That's good form. That's good basics also for
Game
the
one,
free throw line.
JP Benenchon.
Yung mga ibang big man na who struggle from the free throw line talaga, that still doesn't make sense, actually.
Yeah, I don't understand. Well, especially if I see NBA players who shoot like 40%, below 50%.
Andre Drummond, mga ganun.
That's all you do all your life. You can't work on your free throws.
Yes. So who are you talking about there? Andre Drummond, DeAndre Jordan,
Dwight Howard, although Dwight's a bit better, but I mean, you get paid millions of bucks. You can't make free throws.
Yun na nga eh. Then you have to hire your own free throw coach pa. Sarangay, tumitira na wala pa sa kanya yung bola. So 71-34. Mindanao has only scored 4 points in this quarter. We have less than a minute remaining.
Credit Tanduay. They've been playing solid defense. Yun na nga. I mean, I think it's fair to say talaga na mas malakas sa ring Tanduay. They're superior when it comes to talent against this Mindanao team, which is why the Mindanao team has to work harder. Hindi pwede kayo pa yung na-outwork ng Tanduay.
Garda penetrates and scores.
Lucas Lagarda.
So you see that again. Tanduay's able to do whatever they want on the offensive end.
So 35 seconds to play dito po sa ating third quarter. Tanduay now approaching, they're up by 39 right now. So, konti na lang. Jules Ignacio still can't get it to go. So we have a split second differential between the clocks. No, in the game for the first time. Santos. Tagarda. Cotladera with the pick. And a foul against Mindanao. Umawas. That is the third foul and penalty situation na para sa Mindanao.
Penalty. Third foul on Gino Maus.
So itong kupunan ng Tanduay can still now can enter the 40-point realm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end the game winning by that much, or maybe even 50. The way they've been
Jeremy
playing.
Nego coming in for Mark Sarangay against Zelda for
Malita
Mark
ng tao
Sarangay.
dito. Santos will take a seat. Sandy Senyal will return. JR Onteco will also give Mark Sarangay a breather. The final 7.3 of this third quarter.
Solid game for Tagardi. Look at the stats. All around game na yan. May block pa yan. A couple of steals. Going to 7 assists and 12 points.
Pang fantasy, ha?
Oo, pwede.
And a foul given up by Tagarda in the backcourt. They're not yet in the penalty. They actually still have 2 more fouls to give.
For Lucas Lagarda.
Tagarda will sit and Zelda will return. And they allow Ignacio to shoot actually without giving up a foul, and Lawrence Johnson's not gonna like that. But he will like what he sees on the scoreboard. They are up by 41 points. Tanduay 75.
May technical foul
Technical
na. Delay of
foul
game.
on the Mindanao Atlas for second infraction of the day of game.
And that was all involving Jun Navarro.
Yeah.
Shooting the technical free throw is Yusei Koga.
It's his team anyways, right?
That's right.
I don't think
Koga.
anyone will get mad at him.
Yusei Koga actually won a championship here last year as a member of the Happy Fresh Fighters. But he missed that free throw. Koga, of course, part of the San Beda core that played for the Happy Fresh Fighters. They were actually the champions of the Aspirants Cup last year. So Koga, seeing his first action in the second half. Gotladera. Ikot kay Lo. Sa loob kay Senyal. Lo, napitiwan yung bola. Koga. Ikot ulit para kay Zelda. Zelda binangga. The defense is trying to improve, Charles. You can see that it's trying to improve, pero they bring up a lot of fouls.
Well, hindi na sila makatao-tao eh. Kasi basically, they're Tanduay is running circles around it. So they go to a zone, and you know, they're going to give up those open shots. Hopefully, they're going to miss.
That's over the top.
Over the top.
So ball goes back to Mindanao. That's actually not considered a turnover, over the top. That's considered a defensive team rebound. Si Kuya Roy, ating statsman. Kasi, you know, I'm very surprised a lot of people still don't know what a team rebound is. Yun ang team rebound. Yung mga napupunta sa yung bola after a shot na wala namang individual na nakaka-rebound. Rivera lets it fly. That's a team rebound.
And that's not a good shot.
Pero yung team rebound yung para sa Tanduay. Kasi magtataka kami sa pag tinitignan mo yung stats. As Joseph Ariobo out of Mapua checks in for the first time, titignan mo yung stats. Mas maraming rebound ng buong koponan kaysa sa mga individuals pag inat mo. Koga going over to Lo. Koga, we all know that he can shoot. But Koga drives and he's rejected by Rivera. Here comes Dexter Garcia now into the front court. Behind the back pass. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Pero luckily, Sandy Senyal touched it last. So it will stay with Mindanao, or make that Joseph Ariobo touched it last. Nakikita natin dito the defensive gem of Ynares Rivera. Garcia, 10 to shoot. Garcia, step back, what a block from Yusei Koga. Recovery made by Rivera. Shot clock obviously did not reset. Garcia gets it to go.
Drive though by Garcia. Nice play, you know.
Right.
It's focused. Na-realize niya kung gusto yung shot clock. It just made something happen. And at least still got to score.
You can see here the side-stepping move, and Sandy Senyal will be called for the foul. So Dexter Garcia once again will be the team's leading scorer in another loss.
He has 11 points. The only player in double digits for the Aguilas. Next closest player would be itong si Masibar and Sarangay, both with just 6 points.
Here's Ariobo. Koga, Zelda, Senyal, ball movement, nice pick there coming from Ynares Rivera, and a foul in the backcourt against then Zelda.
Rivera with good defensive stops na kaya nakapalpal siya ngayon, nakaagaw rin.
Again, these players coming out of Mindanao, nagpapakilala ng una rito sa Maynila.
It's great that they're getting this opportunity playing for the Mindanao Aguilas team.
Right. Jun Navarro, Ynares Rivera, J.R. Onteco. Looks like it's almost exclusively a Mindanao squad now, as Koga will be called for the foul. Pinahinga na yung mga taga-Maynila. And Jeff Avillar will see his first action of the game to replace Sandy Senyal. So the bench is empty already.
Everybody's played for Tanduay. The guys who play heavy minutes usually can probably take an early rest in this game.
We did not see the return of Ryan Weatherell though. He did naman 20 points a game average mo. Di ba naman, you can't even come close to that anymore.
But 20 points per game in 2 losses, I mean, you'd rather take that win.
Yes, that's right.
Coach Lawrence going to go with, you know, what's working, and today Lingane worked. Let's face it, Lingane still is probably the better player. I mean, they're one of their most veteran guards.
Ferrer with a stretch and he gets it to go. Sapit doon. It's a good move actually for this young kid.
Yep, nice move. Nakabawi siya kanina. Nashutan siya ni Santos. End 1. Ngayon siya naman. on a free throw and should be a lane violation.
The positive here for Mindanao is he will get another free throws. They have scored more points now in the first, 2 minutes and 15 of this quarter than the entire third
Yes.
quarter.
One for the books yung third quarter nila in the wrong way. 4 points.
4 points. We'll have to check if that's a league record, actually.
Yeah.
So lane violation going the other way this time. 7:44 remaining. 75 Tanduay, Mindanao 39. Boga. Law sending it over to Zelda. Zelda to Law. Wide open jumper is good.
Just too easy. It happened because Zelda nakasaksak siya sa gitna through the defensive zone and then just found Kim Law for an open jumper.
Right, alam mo, Kim Law is actually, as we have another foul, one of the holdovers from the Tanduay squad of last season. That includes, of course, Joseph Eriobo, who actually played in the Foundation Cup para sa Tanduay. Joseph Eriobo played for Brett Story in the first conference, the Aspirants Cup. Adrian Santos also returning. JP Belencion. Ito si Lucas Tagarda. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yun nga sinasabi ng coach na marami silang bagong players. So, adjustment period pa lang early, or first few games nila.
Rivera.
Wow, he's been taking tough shots. That's a really tough shot. He took a 3 from way downtown earlier with the challenge shot. So, they need better shot selection also.
Penalty na kaagad itong pupunan ng Tanduay. So that's another positive for Mindanao. J.R. Ongteco at the free throw line. So it is J.R. Ongteco is actually listed at 6'6".
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, 6'5" rather, 6'5". He's 26 years old.
Yun yung bata mo, si Wetherell, papasok na.
It's for the family. Nandito naman kasi yung pamilya niya eh.
Sana ipasok na rin yung kapatid niya.
Oh, pakipasok na si Taylor mamaya-maya.
They can have more of their showdown.
There's Zelda. 7 minutes to play. Ito. And the loose ball is saved by Law.
Right.
But Rivera gets it back. Oh, and Garcia lost the handle. Tumama sa tuhod ni Jeff Avillonar. Here comes Ryan Wetherell. Papalitan si Zelda. And about Ryan Wetherell, we were talking about him earlier. Played, of course, Division 1, NCAA Division 1 basketball for no less than the University of Southern California Trojans. And ito yung pamilya niya. That's Don Wetherell along with his mom, Charlene, and si girlfriend ni Ryan yan, si Vanessa. And Eliza naman is the girlfriend of etong si Taylor, as Dexter Garcia tries to ad-lib.
She knows when she's on cam.
She's used to it already by now. Ferrer can't get it to go. And ito, we're talking about Ryan Wetherell. Alam mo kung sino mga kabatch niya when he was playing for the University of Southern California.
Sino?
OJ Mayo was in that group. Touch Gibson was also in that group. I'm trying to remember who the other ones are, pero those two were immediately. Nick Young, Swaggy P, was also his teammate.
USC always a big basketball school, a great sports school actually.
Including football.
Oo, grabe. Of course, yung football nila medyo wrong reasons yung headlights.
Ngayon na lang
But I
yun.
liked them for a while. When they had Reggie Bush, of course, when they found out that there were some violations, that wasn't too nice. But they were fun to watch.
That's right. 7 points now para dito kay J.R. Ongteco. The former Trojan Ryan Wetherell is fouled by June Navarro.
He has 4 points. We talked about him earlier at the start of our game. 20 points per game nga yung average niya. So malayo-layo pa siya. 27 and 6. Yun yung stats niya with 62% shooting today. Just a very quiet game for him. Of course, the minutes are not there at all.
Law gets him the ball though. There's Wetherell, puts it on the floor and passes it over to Zelda, who's sitting on the bench. So actually a rare turnover para dito kay Ryan Wetherell. Navarro. Ryan Wetherell walks into a pick by Ongteco. Siya pa matatawagan ng foul.
Kasi siya hindi na pwede. No hand check at all whatsoever.
Going back to that meeting we had with Commissioner Narvaza, dislodging was one of the topics there. Landing space was one of the things that we talked about. And these are technical terms to a lot of people. Pero importante rin yan pag nanonood kayo ng basketball spin. Oh, bakit yun di tinawagan ng foul? So kailangan dapat alam din natin kung ano yung ibig sabihin, ano yung foul na hinahanap. Nalala ko kahapon sa meeting, yung mga imports sa incoming Commissioner's Cup. Parang kumalma sila pagdating sa rules natin. Diba?
Basically, it's going to be a big adjustment to them, especially those who played last year. They're going to feel the difference a lot from post. I mean, it works both ways. In the post, it's going to be harder to stop them even.
Right, and the guys were actually asking questions for Ivan Johnson,
Wayne Chisholm.
Yeah, Wayne Chisholm and Al Thornton. They all played here last year. So ito ngayon si June Navarro. Lost the ball. Imlo into the front court. Over to Joseph Eriobu. Eriobu will have to earn it from the free throw line. And a lot of people were also surprised that Joseph Eriobu did not apply for last year's draft, 2015 draft. Papahimik pa.
Oo, papahimik pa. I wouldn't consider him a sure pick either. I mean, being in the D-League now, maybe he needs a better performance. Get some scouts buzzing a bit about him.
Well, it looks like the day of Dexter Garcia is over, as Jules Ignacio will return. And a split from Joseph Eriobu. Here's Ignacio now into the front court as we approach the halfway mark of this final quarter. Omteco lines it up. Wow!
Another long jumper. Kaya naka 3 points ulit yan. First half.
I'm telling you, this guy is a dead ringer for Val Acuña as we send it now to Denise Tan.
Alam mo, Noel, kung gaano kalaki yung lamang ng Tanduay, ganun din kalaki yung respeto nila sa Team Mindanao na tinanong kasi Coach Lauren Chongson kanina. Sabi niya, confidence level 1 out of 10. He answered me with a 5. Kahit daw on paper at yung confidence level niya, maganda ang nakikita niya sa kanyang team. Ayaw niya daw maging too confident dahil yun daw ang nagiging sakit ng as well.
Well, the schedule will not get any easier for Tanduay.
I think this will be their easiest game. 5 lang yung confidence out of 10 as showing his athleticism. Baka dapat ngayon mga 12 na yung confidence niya.
Well, against a team that's really probably not at par with the rest. This is an expansion team we're talking about. Ito po na ng DC Mindanao Aguilas. So they actually, Tanduay was expected to get the win today, but probably not by this much. As Navarro was bothered there, Koga in the front court, evades Rublico, leaves it for Ynares, going back inside to Koga. So it's subscribe to the offense of Tanduay.
Unselfish basketball, you know, extra pass, di naman kailangan ipasa yun, tira na rin yun, but they saw an open man and they found him.
So 84 to 47.
Traveling.
Palitan na also return. So itong impending win itong kupunan ng Tanduay Ram Masters will put them now in a tie with Wang's basketball for a tie in 5th place.
If all these teams want to be in the top 4, this is going to be twice to beat advantage at sa quarterfinals. Of course, isang team nga lang out sa elimination out.
There's Joseph Eriobu.
Lakas ng katawan niya doon. Binanggaan niya si Villanueva, cleared some space and elevated for that shot.
Actually, Joseph Eriobu was one of the leading scorers of Red Story in the last Aspirants Cup. And when he went to Tanduay, of course, medyo loaded yung team ng Tanduay. Eriobu scores on the dunk.
Whether else saw Eriobu was there. He wanted a highlight play for his teammates or the fans.
Right.
He gave it to Eriobu with a nice dunk. Eriobu has come alive. Of course, he didn't play in the first half, but he already has 7 points, all in the 4th quarter.
Weatherell taps it over to Imlo. And you see Joseph Eriobu was, of course, buried on the Tanduay bench behind guys like Aljon Mariano last year. And Roy Sumang was also on this team. So Koga slowing things down. We have under 3 minutes to play, but shot clock only reset to 14, and Weatherell knows this. Weatherell at the buzzer, almost.
The fact that he even got that shot off is pretty impressive to me.
This guy is quick. Ayun na nga, hindi niya masyado nakuha yung playing time na kinasanayan niya in this game. But again, if you're Ryan Weatherell right now, you're saying, as long as we win.
Okay na manalo kahit sa matalo, but he's also competing with guys like Rudy Lincana and Zelda, who are pretty good players also for playing time at that one spot. Even Tagarda played some point guard for them.
So we're just awaiting the final score in this one. It is going to be win number 1 for Tanduay in 3 outings. And an offensive foul on Kim Lo.
Offensive foul, number 5, Kim Lo, is first.
So it is 88-47. So Tanduay will now go up to 1 win and 2 losses. Whereas ito naman kupunan ng Mindanao Aguilas as Ignacio.
Ignacio for 3.
Now they're just trying to not lose by more than 40. And Weatherell, yeah, doesn't give up nga.
Block Rublico that time after Rublico got the steal. Rublico! 90 points now. Rublico, he's actually known for his three-point shooting, but he really hasn't been a factor so far sa Mindanao. As Ferrer taps it out. Last 2 minutes na po tayo. 90-50 ang ating score. And remember, Charles, may quotient din tayo dito. If Tanduay wants to compete for one of those final 4 spots, they need to win by as many points as they can.
That's exactly what they're doing right now. 43-point lead right now.
Ynares doing a Royder Cabrera that time. And that will be last touched by Ferrer. Good defense by Joseph Ariobu.
It's just demoralizing for a team to be playing by, down behind these many points. It's a bit tough for them.
And again, sabi nga natin sa sports, kailangan maikli yung memory. But again, if you're Mindanao, you always look back at the one that got away against Wangs.
And then ngayon, your performance here, you really need to forget about those. And you just have to start playing better.
Well, they still have a total of 5 more games in the eliminations. Of course, they are an expansion team, so they're trying to look for their first win. Ariobu escapes, and that's usually a bad sign.
At least one guy who will really take it strong. Kita nga naman natin yung athleticism niya kanina. Dalawang kamay yan dumaktak. Of course, he's mostly with this outside shot. First game nila, nakadalawang 3 points rin yan.
Right, naalala ko nga when he was still playing for Mapua that he was just the athletic guy on the team. Talagang the finisher. At saka yun na nga, yung kanyang mga baseline jumpers. Pero now, he's expanded his range. And Joseph Ariobu splits the free throws that time. So, 44 po ang kalamangan ng Joseph Ignacio. Tries to make it look good on the newspapers.
I don't think it will look good. Anyway, when you're down by 42 points.
But again, it will all go back to the lack of defense, especially the first quarter. Uminit bigla, etong si JP Valencion. That was a sign of bad things to come already para sa Mindanao.
They were down by 14 after 1 quarter, talking about the Aguilas at by the half. They're down by 23 and basically it was game over from then.
Right. Ynares able to get it down. Actually, he did not hindi counted yung kanya tira kanina. So, just 2 free throws coming up for Ynares. He will split. So, 95-52 approaching the final minute of this game. Once again, final score na lang po hinihintay natin in this one. Moving around now. Humawas on the turnaround. Good.
5 points now for Gino Humawas.
That's really a bad day for Gino Humawas. If I'm not mistaken, actually, Gino Humawas played for Tanduay last Aspirants Cup as well. This is his former team. Ynares. Coach Lawrence is saying, ngayon lang yan, bata. Ngayon lang yan, ha?
When you're up by 41, sige, kahit sino sa inyo tumira, okay lang. Nakatawa pa.
Si Gina Labazo, napangiti na lang doon eh.
Pumapalakpak pa nga eh. Okay lang daw.
Humawas, they move it around now to Ignacio. You can also look at some of the positives also for Mindanao. Is that guys like Ferrer, guys like Ongteco, medyo nagpapakita sa scouts, mapapadevelop pa natin itong mga batang to, ha?
At least nabigyan sila ng pagkakataon ng Ongteco with 11 points this game to lead them in scoring together with itong si Dexter Garcia.
And Ryusi Koga says enough. You will dribble out the remaining time dito. Villalobos still trying to go for the steal.
Good try.
So 95-56 is the final, mga kaibigan. A 39-point victory para dito sa kupunan ng Tanduay Ram Masters. Win number 1 for them this season. It's still a long climb para sa Tanduay, pero you get your first win. That's a start of good things for you.